welcome to my first little Vlogmas. I'm trying my hands at making one. I really enjoyed watching everybody else's on YouTube, so I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy this little effort that I'm putting out hopefully later today. We've had a lot of snow, so I've been busy walking the dogs and doing some shoveling. And we're going to try to get the tree out later today. And if you stay tuned, I'll put in a little chat at the end about my projects that I'm trying to get finished for Christmas. All right, I'll be back later.
This is behind the scenes of the household. This is what happens.
Well, I've got the dogs settled down. Hopefully they'll be quiet while I record. And it's going dark and it's really windy. But it's absolutely beautiful, as you can see out the front window here, and very cozy with the fireplace going. And I want to just take a moment to talk about some of my Christmas projects that I need to get finished before the 25th. And I've got a long way to go, so I've got to get started. And sometimes this podcast really motivates me as well to get my work done. So in the video earlier, you would have seen that I was doing some sewing. And what I was sewing were some of my woven tea towels. Every Christmas for about the last 5 or 6 years, I've made tea towels for everybody. And I wove these when I was working up north, and I went to the sort of like the co-op called the Farmer's Circle, or Les Cercles des Fermières. And I worked on these on the very big looms, and it was a lot of fun. But I have about 24 of them to finish. I've already done the zigzag on the loose ends to lock the threads in, but I still need to do all of the hems on those and then wrap them. So I've got quite a long way to go. I started recently, so it's going to get there, but I just need to sit down and do it. And once I do that, it's probably going to take me just a solid afternoon. So that's the first thing I'm working on. The second thing I'm working on is also a gift. This is for my oldest daughter, and it is a Musselburgh. And I did a little video recently, and it was a video to make this pattern more beginner friendly, and I will link that. I think there's a little way I can link that here, so if you're interested, you can take a look at that. I'm knitting down. I've done all the increases. Now I just have to knit through kind of what looks like a football, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with this pattern. You kind of knit this football, and then one end tucks in inside the other so that you have a double layered hat. That's just my cat having a little visit right there. She tends to stick right by my side, and for the most part it's endearing, but it can get a little annoying at times where she always has to sit beside me even when I'm eating my supper. I'm not sure what I did to create such an attachment situation, but that's the way it goes. So what I want to do with this, I think, is find either an alpaca or a lace weight fluffy yarn to knit the portion that will be the the outside of the brim. So I'm going to have to see how that goes. I'll look in my stash to see what I can find. I was kind of think I'd like something like white or a cream that would be super fluffy. But I'm really working on using stash yarn. So I'm going to go from what I have. So that's on the go. I also have a hat that I haven't started yet. I'm going to make the August hat, and I'll try to put a picture in. Mimi, honey, you can't be here right now. I'll try to put a picture in of that hat. It's a colorwork hat, and it has a Latvian braid. And this is some incredible worsted weight alpaca that my sister bought last year, and jokingly said to me, please make me a hat out of this. And I'm holding her to it, and I am going to make a hat out of this. I'm going to use the dark color as the main and this grayish blue as the color work. And it's going to be a very, very, not a low contrast, but a soft contrast. We'll see how it goes. And I think I might have enough yarn to make something else to go with the hat. I'm not sure what yet. I'll see how much I have left, but I am thinking maybe a cowl or some mittens. Something really special. So we'll see what happens with that. I found all the needles I need from my needle stash this afternoon. So hopefully tonight I'll get that on the needles. And I'm hoping that I can knit it up fairly quickly. The other thing that I'm working on is my long forgotten Ranunculus. This pattern I started last winter. And the reason why I stopped knitting on it was because I made a sleeve down to about the elbow and it was too tight. It's so silly that I didn't just sit down and rip it out and then do it again. But my daughter kind of guilted me into pulling out my winter sweaters that are in my big pile of whips. And there's quite a few of them. So, and sadly, they're all like 3/4 finished. But there's always a little something that bugged me, so I have to give them a timeout, and then I can come back to them and work on them and feel a little bit happier about that. So since I picked this up, I finished a sleeve and down to the ribbing, but I've just kind of held this on a cord because I don't want to do the I-cord bind off until I'm sure that it's the right length. So I'm going to knit the other one to the same length. I'm going to soak this, try it on, and then just make sure that it is the way I want it to be, and then I'm going to finish it. But one thing I'm loving about this is how drapey it is. And what I made this with was 1 strand of super soft and 1 strand of alpaca from Holst Garn. And the alpaca is called Titicaca, is the line of yarn for that one. And it's such a nice fabric. It's so soft. So this is the first of many sweaters that I need to finish. And I'll get this one off the needles. And then after I get all the Christmas presents done, I will pick up a couple of the other ones and get them done. I'm hopefully motivated to get that done because there's always so many new things to try. And the last thing that I've been playing with, maybe I've been avoiding working on all of the things that I should be getting done, but I've been doing some felting, and I can't tell you guys how much fun this is. This is just great. I love doing this. But I am using all leftover yarns for this. I've used some Plutalopi, which is an unspun yarn from my Stars of Barbaro sweater. And I've also been using some Letlopi. So the back of this guy is Letlopi. And I've just kind of been felting it on in lots of little strands. And then in order to get a little bit more felting, I'm just going to reach for something to show you. I've been using my cat's hairbrush to felt it a little bit. And you know what? It works really well. And that's how I got the beard to be so nice and felted, was just that cat hairbrush. And then I would felt it a little bit more. And I don't know, I just think this guy is so cute. Since I posted it on Instagram, I added some feet that stick out, and he just sits up here with all of my other yarny goodness, and it looks like a disaster. And usually I clean it up for a podcast, but I have 2 dogs, I have 2 cats, and I can't leave anything on a coffee table. So it tends to all go up here for safekeeping. I also tried my hand at making a little ornament. And the burgundy and the gray is Plutalope. And then the little yellow circles around the little gray spots of that's Plutalope. That's just yellow Letlope. And I'm just really happy with that. I'm getting used to doing it. It's a learning curve. I know most people just use fiber for that, but I don't have a lot of fiber. So I just went for what I have. And both of these have been made on dryer balls. And I found on Amazon that if you buy a large quantity of dryer balls, they worked out to about $1.28 a ball. But I think I have about 40 of them. So we'll see how that goes. I think I'm not going to get 40 of these done before Christmas, but I would like to make a Juliet for my Gnomeo. And I would like to make some more of these wonderful ornaments. We didn't manage to get our tree up because we had some construction done earlier this year. And one of the things, unfortunately, that got damaged were the lights on the tree. Oh, sorry, it's my cat again. This is Mimi, and she just is so determined to come and see you guys, but she's gonna go down again so that she doesn't wiggle the table. So anyway, the lights got cut, so I got the tree out. The lights wouldn't work. And then I found that it was really wobbly and my dogs are very active. And I thought if they knock that over, somebody's going to get hurt. So I put it back and I'm going to get some more lights for it, but I think it's actually going to go outside. I'm really limited for space here. This is, here she comes again. This is kind of a, not a tiny house, but quite a small cottagey cabin. So we don't really have a huge amount of room, but we do have this gorgeous gold tree over here. And that's sitting on a table that she's burping for you. That sits on a table that I painted. It's my rooster table, which I'll show sometime. And these little ornaments up here, I made quite a long time ago. They are these folded origami ornaments. Okay, Mimi, can you please stay down this time? And let me see if I can get one off. They're super cute. And I actually used a hammer and pins to get that into place. Yeah, so these I made a few years ago just for fun. I wanted to see if I could do them. I have quilted a lot of quilts. So this was just something along that line that was kind of a fun little thing to do. And I put some ribbon around them. And I have a few of them, but I decided to put them on this little tree because it looked really festive. Anyway, I'm going to end this Vlogmas here because my cat is now back on the table and she's driving me crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this Vlogmas. I'm not sure if I'll make another one, but I definitely will have a full episode coming up in the near future. Take care, everybody. I wish you a happy holiday season. Bye-bye.